Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. We're gonna go ahead and tap in. Let's catch a vibe, be a vibe, rebuke a vibe. This is a general intuitive message. Be sure to use your discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest for others. Okay. So off the back, I was picking up the energy of somebody that could be like learning something new. Okay, you could be I don't know if you guys are like investigating something or studying something, okay? I feel like you're definitely going to get the answers that you seek, okay? I'm also picking up the saying where it says, be careful what you look for, because you're gonna see it, you're gonna find it, or something could be significant about that as well. For some of y'all, I am also getting energy. You could be learning how to protect yourself spiritually. So somebody could be doing research and learning in regards to spiritual protection, which I feel like that is a very good thing for a lot of you all, considering that there are entities that may be challenging you at this time, okay? But fret not. I feel like that you are divinely protected, okay? Regardless whether or not you do any type of protection rituals or not, I feel like that you definitely are divinely protected. Yes, ladies.
Is the food almost done?
No.
But are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording. So what's up? Y'all can get a snack, but no, the food not done yet.
Yay. Come on,
Wash your hands and get a snack. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. They don't want to go home. Everybody done called their mama and asked can they stay again, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do. Help me. Why I don't want to go home? Why I don't wanna go? Oh, Lord. Okay. But my bad. Back to the programming. I feel like you're divinely protected with or without any type of rituals being done. Okay, but I feel like for some of you all, especially if you are like, consider yourself spiritual, you definitely could be, learning and getting knowledge about other ways on how to protect yourself as well. Okay. I feel like something could also be significant with at work. Okay, you could be being like attacked at work. There could be like micromanaging going on, or just little small like mishaps that are being sent towards you. Okay, in the workplace, I'm kind of getting that as well. I feel like somebody feel like it's their duty to make something challenging for you. Okay, and with that being said, if they feel like that it's their duty to make something challenging for you, I feel like it's God's duty to continue to humble this person. Okay, that's what I'm getting with the learn here. Somebody's going to learn who and what to fuck with. Okay, and I feel like you're one of the people that should not be fucked with, and I feel like somebody's definitely going to learn that the hard way. Okay, with the divine protection here. Yeah, and look, I can't make this shit up. With the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, somebody's going to receive some type of grief or sadness, the same grief or sadness that they're trying to give to you, or they're trying to make you disappointed about something, or just make something difficult for you, make you feel like some type of like pessimistic energy, or be toxic work environment. That energy is going to be sent right back to their ass. Okay, I feel like somebody's definitely finna learn the hard way who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. Okay, it's finna definitely be revealed. I'm also getting the energy as well as some of you all. You could be definitely learning how to appropriately acknowledge and also resolve certain challenges. Okay, I'm kind of getting the energy of somebody definitely could be in a there could be like basically a space of where you're reacting and going towards challenges or situations in a more like logical versus emotional type of way. Okay, I am kind of getting that, especially when it comes to like your business or your money. I am getting that. Okay, I'm also getting that somebody is going to definitely like I said, I'm heavily picking up on the energy of somebody being the same challenges, the same despair, the same disappointment that they want you to have. That is going to be sent back to somebody, okay? Especially if it's in regards to like your work, your money, or your finances, okay? Because we have the co-workers here. So for a lot of you all, you are being divinely protected from co-workers or people that's in the same field as you. I'm also getting somebody could have also started a new job. Okay, maybe you're in training at this time. There also could be like some type of orientation going on. Okay, yeah, it is August, but it's still early August. but some people do go back to school in August, so maybe you're preparing for that. You're attending some type of orientation or back to school meetings, getting the kids ready for school, school shopping, things like that. Okay, I'm also picking up the energy if you are in a process of getting things situated from school. It could also be a challenge for you at this time to have somebody else be responsible, okay, or to help with some type of responsibility. Maybe you're having to call somebody, leave messages, and blow their phone up because they was supposed to be helping with school stuff and they're not. Now all of a sudden somebody definitely could have disappeared. Okay, so some of you all, you could be learning how to basically adapt to doing things on your own or not depending on other people. Okay, for some of y'all, I am kind of picking up that if you haven't experienced this energy, it may be a challenge to get somebody to step up to help with some type of responsibility, and you may be being disappointed at this time by somebody who you thought or who you feel they should be helping and pouring in just as much as you pouring in. And this could be in regards to the children, or this could be in regards to like a work situation. Okay, somebody is not really going to be pulling a part or playing a part, pulling a part, putting in the work, the work that they should be putting in. And unfortunately, it is going to probably be more work that's going to have to be done on your end. But I feel like you're going to find a way to overcome this challenge. You're going to learn how to overcome this challenge. And possibly for a lot of y'all, you're going to do it in such an efficient way where you won't have to go through it again. Motherfucker. You ain't gonna, right, bitch, you ain't gonna do it again. I ain't gonna work with your ass again. Bitch, I bet I won't have another one by you type of energy. Okay? bitch, I bet I won't have another one. I bet you ain't gonna do it again. Okay, but I feel like at this time, if you are feeling like a lot of opposition type of energy, because for some of you all, I feel like there could be a lot of opposition type of energy right now for you in regards to like co-parenting, in regards to like work, okay, or having to work with people or cooperate or teamwork with people. You could be receiving a lot of pushback, okay, and I feel like that take it personally, but then don't take it personally. Take it personally to the point where you are now able to recognize and see who's basically weak-minded enough to be used by entities, because that's what it is. It's really an entity for some of y'all that's jumping through these vessels, that's being allowed to be used through these physical vessels that's around you to attack you. But at the same time, like that's me telling y'all, show these people grace, but then also take heed, learn from what people are showing you, because in order to be used by entity, that mean you know what I'm saying, baby, that means you ain't rap tight, you ain't got it all. That, you know what I'm saying, you have to be vibrating at a certain frequency, you have to have a certain mindset, you know what I'm saying, in order for an entity to really use your vessel. So take heed of that. Take heed of, you know what I'm saying, the energy that these people that are around you. Because for some of y'all, that's your cue where you around the wrong motherfuckers. You shouldn't even be here. You don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for a lot of y'all right now, if you're experiencing a lot of challenges in your relationships, friendships, and partnerships, that's the main thing that you need to learn. You don't fit in. This not your crowd. This not your people. They not. You know what I'm saying? They not. Okay, because they're so easily manipulated. Okay, they're so easily manipulated and weak-minded and low vibrational that they're able to be used. Their vessel is able to be used by these entities to attack you, to cause challenges. Okay, to literally cause challenges and to attack you. So that's a sign. That's a sign that these not your people. Okay, at least not right at this moment until they get their motherfucking mind right. Okay. But let's see. Let's tap in. Okay, the number 24 could be significant. Also, the number 6 could be significant as well. The letters L, D, P could be significant. C could also be significant. R could be significant. Lavender could be significant as well. I don't know, lavender sage, lavender tea. Okay, just the color lavender. Somebody could like purple, lavender. I've had lavender tea. That shit was good too. Oh. Okay. Also, there could be like some extensive note taking that needs to be done. Maybe you're taking notes on something, or for some of y'all, maybe you're keeping record. I'm kind of getting the energy of keeping record when I look at this card. Okay, this is a pretty card, but see how she got it's like a receipt, like a long paper, a receipt. So I don't know if you're taking notes. Like I said, somebody could be in school, somebody could be starting school. Maybe this is a school supply list, and you like, damn, what else, y'all? Y'all need me to bring some pots and pans in this bitch? Okay. Okay. Because, you know, nowadays, they be the school requirements. They be wanting you to bring tissue and soap and all, you know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, I understand. But it can be expensive, and it can be extensive when you're doing it for 5 or 4 kids. Shit, even 2. Okay, if you got more than one, it can get a little rough. Okay, so that could be significant as well. And then I'm just also picking up on the energy of where somebody's keeping count. I don't know if this is you keeping count or somebody else keeping count. Okay, if you are dealing with somebody where you have to co-parent, this is coming up. These are downloads, y'all. If you're dealing with somebody where you're co-parenting, just so you know, somebody is keeping receipts. Somebody is keeping count of everything that they do for you or the child. So happen if you take them to court or they decide to take you to court, they have their receipts ready, just so you know. Okay, I feel like somebody is definitely trying to protect themselves, trying to cover themselves in regards to covering something or showing that they're responsible, showing that they're doing their part. Okay, I am kind of getting that. So just be mindful, okay? Because I've heard of situations where, you know, the parent, because I'm not even going to say fathers because it goes both ways, okay? It's some mothers that's on child support, okay? And the fathers are, you know, the main, you know, caretaker, and then vice versa. But I've heard of, I haven't been personally, but I've been around people that have been situations where the parent is doing their part. The other parent is doing their part. They are helping. They are showing up. Okay, but then the other parent might level up to some extent, and somebody might feel like, oh, well, you doing this, you doing that. And you know what I'm saying? That's cool that you're looking out, but we need a little bit more. They need a little bit more all of a sudden because they see that this person has bought a new car or purchased a home or even something simple as got into a relationship. Okay, and then so now somebody want to take somebody to court. But then when you take them to court, you getting less than, now they're required to give less than what they was given in the first place. So just be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of, if you got something good going, don't let greed or materialism or you count pocket watching and count somebody else's blessings cause you to end up taking some type of like loss to where now you're getting even less than what you were getting before. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that. But let's see, what is this star energy? For some of y'all, you could be an Aquarius or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. There could be like some type of hope or healing going on at this time. Okay, something could be significant with somebody's spirituality or religion. Okay, I'm getting mainly spirituality though, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Okay, like I said, I am kind of picking up on the energy of somebody like learning in regards to possibly like some type of spiritual protection that they can do. Okay, especially in the work or in regards to their money. Okay, I'm getting money mantras, manifestations, money rituals. Okay, period, sis. Email me. I want dibs. I want in. Okay, them my type of spells. All the other shit for the birds. Okay, give me a bag around this bitch. For real, I need your services. Okay. Well, somebody definitely could be doing something in regards to their finances or trying to make sure to protect their finances. I'm also getting like insurance. So I don't know if somebody's looking into insurance for their business. Okay, or just simply insurance, renter's insurance, life insurance. Okay. What's this star? Okay, so we got the King of Swords. Okay, so there's some type of structure. It's giving me like the structure of a business. If you are, maybe you're getting something LLC or something like that, or a corporation, or you're getting something incorporated. You could be getting like your EIN number, getting things together in regards to a business. Maybe you're learning that. Okay, how to properly set up a business. I just heard that as well, or a business account could be significant. And also I'm getting the energy of somebody also like having like a set file for when you reporting things at work. For some of y'all, maybe you're keeping track. You're keeping track of all the challenges, okay, of all the things that you do at work, so that way you can remind this company of how much of an asset that you truly are. Okay, and then for some of y'all, this is you protecting yourself. This is a way of you protecting your position, protecting your job, okay, keeping up with these receipts. Make sure that you're CCing yourself in these emails that you're sending out to management or to the supervisor and making sure that you have a copy as well. But there with the King of Swords, it's giving me some type of like logical, something being done rational, somebody being logical about something. This also talks about authority. Okay, for some of y'all, you also could be finding out that you're somebody's power of attorney. I just heard that as well. And so you could be learning in regards to what that comes with. Or maybe you're setting this up. For some of y'all, you could be getting your paperwork in order in regards to, you know, God forbid something happened to you. Who would take over what? Who have access to what bank account and things of that nature. I'm also getting, somebody also could feel like somebody's a little unemotional, very, very, very like head over heart, okay? Or maybe this is you. You're taking a head over heart decision in regards to a situation at this time. You ain't really in your feelings, okay? You ain't in your feelings, you in your bag, okay? Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles here. You're being, somebody also could be very like routine. Maybe you're getting back on routine in regards to something. There could be like some structure that's going on. Or some structure that's needed. I just heard that as well. Somebody also could want to heal something with you. This could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Virgo that want to heal something with you. Somebody could want to tell you some type of like truth or reveal or provide you with some type of clarity. But for some of y'all, this could be somebody that you could be protecting yourself from. Okay, I just heard fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay, so this could be somebody where you could have learned the lesson from already, but they want to come back and they want to apologize. Okay, I'm here, Ruben, stuttering. Girl, this is my sorry for 2004. But I don't know. I feel like with this other energy that came out earlier, I don't know. But let's see. What's this? Let's see. What's this King of Swords energy? I feel like if the divine is protecting you from somebody, okay, if you feel like it's your responsibility to also learn how to protect yourself, this probably is an energy that you, or this probably is an energy or a person or a situation that you shouldn't even entertain, you know, moving forward. If all this protection is needed, okay? Yeah, and then look what's flew out today. We got the Lovers in the reverse, okay? Gemini energy. We got all the air signs out here now. Okay, so for some of y'all, this could be somebody where there's trust issues. You don't trust this person. Okay, there's some type of disharmony here. Or for some of y'all, I'm also picking up the energy of where you're learning, because the Lovers can also talk about like a choice. Okay, you're learning to not make bad choices. Okay, you're learning to love yourself, put yourself first. You're learning to protect yourself. You're learning to make head over heart decisions when it comes to who you give your energy to or who you're responsible for. Okay, it's giving me the energy. I think I said this in the last reading. Everybody is not your assignment. And for some of y'all, you could definitely be learning that. Okay, and not only learning it, you could be accepting that. And by you accepting that, that's going to go ahead and basically like boost up that divine protection. Because because that's basically how people have access to do anything to us, right? We have to first allow it. We have to allow them in our space, allow them in our homes, allow them in our businesses, allow them around our children, allow them in our car. We have to allow these people to be around us in order for them to even plot, plan, scheme to do anything. Even we have to even allow people in our space for them to love us. It's on the opposite. You know what I'm saying? But the first step is that you have to allow it. You have to be open to it. So I feel like somebody as well could be learning how to set up like some type of boundaries or be more logical in regards to who they take on. You know what I'm saying? Who you feel like you're responsible for, or who you open up your home to, or who you try to heal, who you try to help, who you try to teach. Okay, somebody definitely could be like, you know, being a little more selective. And you can also be being selective in regards to who you offer your services to. Okay, maybe somebody's realizing all money ain't good money. Yeah, I'm fall for the grind. Yeah, I gotta run up a bag, but shit, at what expense? Okay, at what expense? What's this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, yeah. We got the Five of Swords here. So there definitely was some type of like conflict, battle. Okay, with the Lovers in the reverse and the Five of Swords, it's definitely giving it's definitely giving drama. It's definitely giving drama. It's definitely giving an imbalance. Okay, it's definitely giving, like I said before, somebody's not, you know, playing their role or doing their part. It's definitely giving like trust issues. This can also have something to do with a broken marriage as well, or a broken relationship, or some type of disharmony. And I feel like for some of y'all, you could definitely be this type of, like, you could definitely be in this energy of, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon. You could definitely be in this energy of like, and then, I don't know, it's starting to get a little sad, because I'm kind of picking up the energy of some of y'all. You can definitely be the type of person where, like, you have experienced a lot of betrayal in regards to the connections around you. Okay, a lot of disappointment. Okay, a lot of people not showing up for you how you show up for them. Okay, a lot of you taking on people responsibilities and challenges and riding it out with them, helping them get like resolutions and solutions, helping them fill out paperwork, helping them go to this appointment, that appointment, or you know what I'm saying, helping them bust this move and that move. But then when it comes to you, it's like, it's this. Okay, it's like motherfucker get angry. Okay, they get angry that they gotta show up for you. Okay, motherfucker get almost jealous. Okay, combative. Okay, and then they get in competition with you as well. So some of y'all, you definitely could be like just learning, okay, learning how to navigate through those relationships where you realize that basically people just not gonna, you can't expect you from other people. I'm just picking up on that energy. Okay, I feel like in a lot of y'all, you're starting to realize that, and I feel like you could have been realized that, but I feel like now you're starting to accept it with the King of Swords here. You could have been realized it, but you want to be sweet, you want to be kind, you want to show grace and all that shit, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like now it's to a point where now you're realizing that, I cannot expect me from other people, and I can't even expect that, even if I help these people through their challenges and help them to be responsible, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean that I'm going to get that same energy. I might end up doing something alone. I might end up celebrating alone. I might end up having to raise this kid alone, or I might end up having to run this business alone. I'm definitely picking up on the energy where somebody is realizing, like I said, everybody's not your assignment. And not only are you realizing this, you just really accepting it. I'm getting somebody definitely accepting something with the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles here. Like now it's just common sense. It's second nature. Okay, so now I feel like now that you're accepting that, I feel like now you're definitely selective on who regards, like who you do business with, who you help out, who you entertain. Like you definitely real selective in regards to that at this point. Okay, I feel like somebody definitely have learned the lesson. Okay, somebody definitely has learned. Okay, it says expand your knowledge to expand your world. Seek out teachers of wisdom. Seek new knowledge to create broader perspectives. Okay, so I feel like you definitely have learned some type of lesson. Your perspective definitely have changed. Your perspective definitely have changed when it comes to the connections that you have had to deal with in the recent past, and also for a lot of you all currently. Okay, but I feel like don't fright, don't be so confused to where you get thrown off. Okay, because I feel like for some of y'all, you definitely could be dealing with like some people close to you. Okay, people close to you with the Lovers here, where they switching up. Okay, and I mean, and it's not like to not hold them accountable or anything, but I do want to remind you of the energy that did come out earlier in the read, where it says dark entities are using these people to work against you. Okay, which low key, it shows what type of person they is, but then it also, we got accountability. It shows what type of, like, you around this shit. This some shit you probably shouldn't be around, and I feel like y'all are accepting that. You are accepting that. You are accepting that you cannot be around weak-minded people who are easily influenced to go against you. You can't be around low vibrational people who are basically, their vessel is easily accessible to these entities to attack you. I feel like y'all are now accepting that. And y'all accepting that. Okay, it's like it. You've been peeped it. Okay, you've been peeped it with the Five of Swords here. See how he looking it back? You've been peeped it, and you've been able to overcome it time and time again. So you probably ain't think nothing of it. You just been able to disarm them, take their sword, take the gun, or you know what I'm saying, you've been able to learn and come up with some type of resolution or solution responsibly, you know what I'm saying, disarm them responsibly. But now it keeps happening. It keeps happening. So now it's like a pattern. And I feel like now by you noticing this pattern, now you're able to definitely be more logical about something. Okay, so now you're able to definitely make head over heart decisions when it comes to the people around you. And that's not to say that we not gonna show them grace, but bitch, you get like a teaspoon of grace, ho. You get like you get a teaspoon of grace, okay? Cause what the fuck? But let's see, anything else we need to know about this? I feel like you are being divinely protected, okay? But Spirit just wants you to be aware. Be aware of what's really going on, okay? After all, most of the time these conflicts are spiritual, okay? Somebody definitely could be realizing that they're in some type of spiritual warfare. But I feel like you're handling it like a champ. You're handling it like a champ. Yeah. So continue to, yes, move with grace, but just as much grace as you show these people, make sure you show yourself. You show yourself the same amount of grace and the same amount of love in order to like move around and not feel some type of way about it, not feel bad, not feel guilty. Okay, I think that's where the challenge come in for most of us. Okay, like once we learn something about somebody and we want to do better, we do better, but then there's that energy of us feeling guilty, us feeling sad, feeling down, and then now you're lowering your vibration, and then now that's making you more susceptible to these projections and attacks again. Okay, so just be mindful of that, because I feel like a lot of us, we got this shit down pat. But it's that energy that comes with, damn, I should have probably been so harsh, or damn, I probably shouldn't, you know, just trying to be sympathetic to people, which is a natural human thing, especially with people that you love, okay? But then at the same time, I'm not saying that you can be sympathetic while also loving yourself, while also being a little more sympathetic to yourself, okay? Because best believe that, shit, it's going to be about self-preservation with them. You know what I'm saying? It's about like it's about self-preservation, and the people that are doing this, more likely they acting out of survival, they acting out of self-preservation. So now it's time for you to kind of take heed, okay? Yeah, a lot of these people, for a lot of y'all, you around a lot of people that could be definitely operating out of like survival mode, self-preservation. Okay, they're having a hard time. They're having a lot of challenges in regards to accepting responsibilities, or even just simply handling like their day-to-day responsibilities. Okay, and these could be people also. I'm picking up the energy that learn from you. Okay, they learn from you, but then it's like that inspiration and them being able to learn things from you and the wisdom that you have, it turns into like some type of like intimidation or conflict or competition. Okay, and then you know that's another low vibrational energy. So then that's when their vessel is open to this shit. Okay, and now this motherfucker plotting and planning and scheming and doing things, you know, intentionally or unintentionally to like work against you. Okay, they sneak dissing and subtweeting and all that, whatever that fugazi ass shit is on the internet. That could be significant as well. Somebody definitely could be like throwing shade. Throwing shade. Anything else? We're not gonna make this long because the sis gotta get in. First, I gotta figure out what these kids do not want to go home, y'all. These kids. And look, confirmation, sneak dissing. Somebody definitely could be sneak. That's a sign. Okay, that's a sign. Yeah, you show a motherfucker grace, but you show yourself grace enough to have respect to move the fuck around. You don't let nobody play in your face. Okay? Because you let somebody play in your face, like I said, we have to allow these energies around us in order for them to even snake us in the first place. Okay, for some of y'all, this could be a stud or a masculine woman, or maybe you're this masculine woman. Okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with these kids, y'all. They don't want to go home, and I got to go to work later on. Luckily, you know, shit, I do my own. I'm going to still be at the house while I work, but still. Addiction, okay, there could be something significant about an addiction, okay, and like I said, these could be people who are having a challenge. They're having a challenge to, like, you know what I'm saying, to work through or coexist with their addictions, because we all have our vices, right? Right? No matter if it's, you know what I'm saying? We all have our vices. We ain't gonna have to we ain't gotta get into it. We all grown, we know what's up. But these people who could have like some type of challenge being being responsible versus handling their responsibilities versus feeding their addictions, okay? Stay, and then look, confirmation. We're gonna end it right there. You're just being called to stay away from these people. That's how you're gonna, and look, stay away, conflict, drama. That's how you're gonna avoid the conflict and drama. That's how you're gonna avoid these entities trying to work against you. Okay, because right now for some of y'all, you have a calling. Some of y'all, I'm getting that energy. I'm getting a calling. Okay, you have a calling. You're sitting here and you got a list of shit to do. Okay, you got a list of shit to do. You're very busy. Okay, I just heard busy and booked and busy. Okay, you have shit to do, baby. Okay, and this shit, you can't really let that shit distract you. So in order to kind of just bypass this shit, okay, and make sure that you're handling your responsibilities and getting shit checked off in his lifetime, okay, or even this month, this week, whatever the goal is for you, you're gonna have to stay away. You know what I'm saying? Stay, gracefully bow out. You gracefully bow out. Because that's how we have to allow them in first, okay, right? We have to allow them in first, and then the second step is we have to be on their motherfucking level. Okay, we have to be vibrating. We on that frequency. That's the second thing. And then the third thing is now there's the engagement. Now there's the connection. Now there's the cord creating. So we gonna nip that all in the bud. So, okay, nip that all in the bud. First of all, ain't nobody, we up here. Okay, raise your vibe. If you ain't shit wrong with you, you ain't got no reason to be walking around mad, messy, miserable, or depressed. You know that you are blessed and highly favored. You know that all your needs are met. Okay, some of y'all, you got your needs and your wants met. But even if you ain't got your wants met, you working on it, but you know for a fact your needs is met. You have a roof over your head. You got a vehicle. Okay, them kids is healthy and good and fed. Food in the refrigerator, the heat, the AC work. Okay. You know, the basic shit. Then shit, you blessed. You got more than damn near 50% of the world. Okay, y'all should see that. I'm trying to find that video, but I seen a video of this guy where he was doing research and he was breaking it down on how if you have like, I think the one that blew me was he said something like if you have like $4,000 in savings, you like richer than like I think he said like 60% or 70% of the world. Can you believe that, y'all? $4,000. That's for only $4,000, and you damn near richer than like I think he said like 80. I don't think it was that much. I think it was like 60 or 70% of the world. That just put a whole thing. I'm gonna try to find it so I can put it in my little community thing so y'all can see it. That was mind blowing to me. Okay, but basically the significance of that is that most of us are truly blessed. Truly blessed, okay? So don't let nobody make you feel otherwise if you know that you have no reason to be depressed, sad, mad, miserable, messy, and none of that shit, okay? Yeah, shit ain't perfect. Yeah, life is going to have its challenges, okay? Because ultimately when we look at the big scheme of things, that's what our soul came here for. Our soul love this shit. It's us and our ego that be like, bitch, no, that's too hard. That's too much. No, that's, my pearls. Like, that's our ego. But our soul love the challenge because they know we gonna get through it. They know we gonna get through it. We already been, most of us been here so many times, like, so many times. Like, it's so much shit that we know already, okay? And you might not even know what you know yet because we so, discombobulated and just like there's so many distractions around us. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't even be realizing that you know half of the shit that you know until you really sit down and shut the fuck up and just be able to sit by yourself. Okay? But my whole point is that my whole point of the reading, I feel like that the whole point of the reading is that continue to just stay away. Stay away the first time, okay? Stop letting people play in your face, okay? Everybody is not your assignment. Everybody is not your responsibility. And when you see somebody playing or doing some shit that's off to you the first time around, go ahead and just stay away, okay? And it's not about you staying away like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you think you better or no shit like that, okay? But it's just the point of let them get their shit together while you continue to get your shit together. Because two people who ain't got their shit together, what the fuck they supposed to do? You got to let people learn and handle. Sometimes you really have to let people learn and handle their challenges on their own. Like I'm getting the saying of, you know how, what they be saying, motherfucker gonna have to learn on their own. All of us usually have to learn on their own to some extent. It's like at least a couple lessons that we all have to learn specifically on our own. Even though somebody was in our ear probably trying to tell us to put us on G. Right? Put us on G. But we literally have to go through it on our own. Okay, and I feel like that some of y'all, you need to accept that. Everybody ain't your challenge. There's certain things that motherfucker definitely gonna have to learn on their own. And also a lot of you all, you need to be mindful of the access that you allow people to have to you after they didn't already showed you who the fuck they was. Okay, because that's the first step, access. If they have no access, then they cannot affect you, poo. Okay, but that is the reading. Let's see, let's get some signs. And I feel like another short sign of that is this. That's this and this another. That's a sign. Sneak dissing. All that everybody be putting everything on social media. When a bitch is sneak dissing you and ain't at you, that's a sign. But if you know and you know it's for you, and then when you ask her about it, oh, I want to talk about you and da 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 da. But that is exactly your story. Okay, and I don't want to hear no if the shoe fit all that bullshit, because it be times when motherfuckers definitely confide in somebody, and then motherfucker like they not even probably don't even be mad at each other, but a motherfucker basically trying to like use your story as a lesson to other like just little weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we all grown. We know a sneak diss when we see one, when we hear one. Okay, that's the first. Like if you ignore that shit if you want to, ignore it if you want to. Okay, so we got a Libra and Cancer energy. Okay, let's get one more. And then we have Pisces, Aries. And then we have Capricorn, Leo. Okay, so those could be your signs or the signs that you're dealing with. But y'all, that's the message, okay? I hope that it was useful. I hope it resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day or a good evening, good night whenever you see this video. Bye.